Tom Hardy is a British actor who is known for his meticulous preparation for each role. He specifically gains or loses weight, trains with professional athletes, and does everything he can to embody the character he is playing. He was expelled from school at the age of 15 after being detained for riding in a stolen car. Soon after, drugs and alcohol became part of his life. But he managed to overcome this and achieve success in the profession he always dreamed of. You will find out how Tom managed to gain impressive muscle mass and how one actor was able to play two brothers at once at the end of this video. Meanwhile, make yourself comfortable and watch the best dozen films starring Tom Hardy. 10th place, Stuart, A Life Backwards, 2007. A respected journalist, Alexander, meets a reprehensible individual, Stuart Shorter. Despite his initial disgust, Alexander recognizes the potential for mutual benefit in their encounter. Shorter is a criminal, drug addict, and at first glance seems like a lowlife. However, this inspires Alexander to write a book. While researching unfamiliar material, Alexander engages in meaningful conversations with Shorter, seeking to understand his perspective. 9th place, The Drop, year 2014. Bob, a modest man, pours drinks in a Brooklyn bar that was previously owned by his cousin, Marv. Now, Chechens use the bar to launder money for the mafia, calling it The Mess. Bob goes to church but does not receive communion, hinting at some secret he keeps. Despite how creepy the situation may seem, the viewer cannot help but empathize with Bob, thanks to Hardy's talented acting. Although there are also surprises in the plot, the film will remain in history as James Gandolfini's last film. 8th place, Locke. The year is 2013. Ivan Locke, tired but not broken, gets into his BMW and drives off to a place where he is not supposed to be. A barely familiar woman who is about to give birth to his child. We learn all this and more, including the plans for tomorrow's concrete pouring, the largest in Europe's history, which could result in huge losses if something goes wrong. We learn it all from his phone conversations, which make up the entirety of the film. 7th place, Bronson. The year was 2008. Without insurance and brakes, Hardy played the role of Bronson in a scary yet funny t-shirt, becoming known as one of the best British actors and one of the world's best after this film. Even the real Bronson himself praised Hardy's performance. 6th place, A Legend. The year is 2015. The film is based on the book by John Pearson, The Twins, Men of Violence, the real inside story of the craze, based on real events. It takes place in 1960s London and tells the story of two brothers who become notorious gangsters. Hardy convincingly portrays Reggie, with his strong personality and impeccable manners, and Ronnie, the psychopathic one. This legendary film has been included in my list of the best crime movies based on true events. 5th place, Lawless, 2012. During the Prohibition era, the family business of the bootlegger brothers thrived. Hidden in the mountains of Virginia, their distilleries produced moonshine not only for locals, but also for gangsters from the city. However, the only one who was not satisfied with this arrangement was a newly appointed district attorney's representative. He imposed an unofficial tax on their business, and when he realized that cooperation was not going well, proceeded to physically destroy the business and the lives of the brothers. 4th place, Taboo, an 8-part series planned to continue for at least 2 more seasons. Based on a story written by Tom Hardy, the script follows James, who inherits his father's land and dreams of building his own trading empire. After years of wandering in Africa, James returns to London with a handful of diamonds, disrupting the plans of the East India Company that had been interested in his land. 3rd place, Mad Max. The Road of Rage, released in 2015, is a film directed by George Miller, who created the best possible adaptation of Mad Max based on a budget of $150 million. Tom Hardy replaces Mel Gibson as Max, the Road Warrior, while Charlize Theron joins the cast as Furiosa, a heroine in the Armageddon Massacre. This film is one of the most impressive post-apocalyptic movies. 2nd place, Warrior, 2011. Two brothers, Brandon, a struggling physics teacher, and Tommy, an outcast with a troubled past, fight their way to victory in a $5 million mixed martial arts tournament. Both hate their alcoholic father, who pushed their mother to her death. Tommy turns to Nicola for help to get in shape. This is a film that will leave you slapped in the face with the best of the 21st century. 3 great performances, plus a clear moral message. The first place is The Take 2009. Freddie Jackson is a gangster in London who works for the notorious criminal authority Ozzy. After being caught in another robbery, Freddie was imprisoned for 4 years. Ozzy himself had also been in prison for a long time, but continued to run a criminal business from behind bars. When Freddie was released from prison, Ozzy's right-hand man, Seedy, announced that he would be Freddie's new boss. However, Freddie refused to obey Seedy, and Ozzy didn't know about it yet. The film is full of suspense, and you want to know how everything will turn out in the end. This is not a Hollywood movie, and the ending of British films can often be unpredictable. How did Tom Hardy gain weight for his role in Bronson? To prepare for the film, released in 2008, the actor gained more than 20 kilograms of muscle in just a few months, despite being in his late 30s at the time. It's safe to say that this was no easy feat, considering the amount of effort it took. In an interview, Hardy revealed that he didn't use steroids, but instead relied on hard training and a strict diet. The diet likely consisted of chicken and rice, as these are both known to be effective for building muscle. He also trained according to a basic program. While it's not known for certain whether Hardy used any other methods to gain weight, it's clear that he put in a lot of hard work to achieve his goal. His dedication to his craft is evident in his impressive transformation for the role. However, he is not Bronson, Bane, or Mad Max, but rather the best actor of his generation. We would like to wish Tom more roles that don't require him to wear masks. In the comments, please let us know which movie with Tom you think is your favorite, and also the name of another actor you would like me to talk about in my next video. Please like and subscribe to my channel so that I know you enjoy what I do. Thank you.